Hey guys, you're tuning into the Jersey Comic Room. In today's video, you're going to watch our second part of DC Fandom review. We're going to talk about the Black Adam panel, the Titans panel, and yes guys, the Batman teaser trailer and the Suicide Squad versus the Justice League video game trailer. Make sure you stay tuned and watch and enjoy. Moving on, guys, to our next little segment of DC Fandom. We got some more news because this had so much. We get a little snippet of the Black Adam panel. We see The Rock, yes, coming out as Black Adam. I've seen like trailers and videos of him like trash talking the Justice League, saying he's coming.
I'm coming for you in the cage match of the century.
Right? He's like, I'm coming for you, Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Like, it worked for me. I
in a death match.
Right? I was like, oh.
Hell in the cell.
Yes.
We're shaking ropes.
Tables, ladders, and chairs. He's going to be throwing them through.
Shoots and ladders and chairs.
No, tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah, I know.
Match. Okay.
I was joking with the board game.
Oh. All right. Fair. Whatever. Anyway. We know that we're going to get the JSA in this movie. Yeah. Probably fighting him. You know, there's also a rumor that he's going to be fighting Superman. And we see Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, and the Atom Smasher in this. And those are some really cool characters. I'm excited to see them introduced into the world. And that also means that the DC Universe is expanding with some of these smaller, lesser-known characters. And we're going to see a whole different world. Like Cyclone, she's a member of Titans currently. She has strong connections with the other members of Justice League. Atom Smasher, they give him like DC's Ant-Man. He grows big, he grows small. Yeah. It's great. Hawkman, the eternal living person, he dies, comes back, he gets reincarnated.
Carter Hall, man, badass.
And I think there's going to be a lot of connection with Hawkman and Black Adam, so that was really cool to see. What did you think of seeing the little teaser of the Black Adam movie?
I was honestly a little not disappointed because again we got so much yesterday, but I was a little underwhelmed. I would say just because this movie's been in the works. Like Rock was cast like 5 years ago as Black Adam.
Yeah.
And obviously COVID has halted everything. We know that, but I was a little no teaser, not even for this. Like it's been in production way longer than like the sequel to Wonder Woman or the Snyder Cut. Like. This has been in production forever. I'm guessing it's more like the Rock schedule because he doesn't take job offers.
Yeah.
Like he does every movie he's offered.
He's like, you want to do the Tooth Fairy 3? Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
You want to film tomorrow? I'll do a 13-hour day. I'm gonna run for 600 miles, lift 1,000 pounds.
I'm gonna lift 3 quadrillion tons of muscle and then shoot for 19 hours.
In between takes, I'm lifting the building. All right.
We're doing another Fast movie. All right, cool. Like, he doesn't say no.
We're going to Atlantis in the Fast Furious? All right. Can I be Black Adam? What? Can we do a crossover and I'll be Black Adam too and I'll fight Aquaman? Get my schedule together.
I thought it was, to me, this is the movie where I'm very, cautious about because to me this isn't so much Black Adam as The Rock is Black Adam. It doesn't feel like Black Adam to me yet. I don't know if it will with The Rock playing it, but I am interested in the fact that it's a period piece.
Yes. And
we're going to see... back in time, we're going to see old Kahndaq. We're going to see his origin, which a lot of people do not know the Black Adam origin. I also like that it doesn't involve Shazam yet. I like that.
I think that was smart.
They're building up Shazam as his own character before he has to clash with Black Adam. And I think that's the smart play. Obviously, I'm a huge JSA fan. Very excited specifically for Fate and Hawkman specifically.
Yes.
Seeing them live action, which has never been really done before, is Hawkman in TV, yes, but Dr. Fate and we got a little Dr. Fate in Smallville one season, but seeing the full-fledged JSA on screen would be awesome. But yeah, I'm tempered because it's like, it's The Rock playing Black Adam because he could do whatever he wants because he's The Rock.
Fair enough. We got another small announcement from DC Universe. Well, maybe HBO Max now, but Titans Season 3. Yep. We know that Jason Todd's going to be confirmed as coming back as the Red Hood, as a villain. So the Titans are going to have to go against the Red Hood. And Red Hood is somebody not to be joked around with, especially when he first comes out. So it's going to be cool to see that dynamic with them going back and forth. We know Blackfire is going to be a major villain. That's Starfire's sister. Yep. We also got a teaser of the Scarecrow coming, and then Titans are going to Gotham. So they're moving the story forward with that. I think it's fine. Like Titans was a show that I was super excited when it first came out, and now it's kind of like petering off for me. It's not as good, but I'm still interested in it. So we just want to let you know of that. Any thoughts about these announcements, Chris?
Yeah, like quick thought. This was a little more confusing for me. I think it's way too soon for Red Hood. Personally,
I'm with you on that.
I think Jason's way too young.
And we just got introduced to him like a season ago.
Yeah, and they were just building up the relationship between him and Dick. Obviously, it went bad at the end of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
The way they ended season 2 was terrible with how they kind of killed off, spoiler alert, kill off Donna Troy, yet she was in the panel when they were talking, so she may not be dead. But yeah, very confusing. Blackfire, all in. Going to Gotham, Scarecrow, all in. Red Hood, way too soon, way too young, and also they're not, like, if they're turning him into Red Hood, it seems like it's more of like the pouty teenager being a douche version, not the like I'm becoming Red Hood out of necessity version, which we all know and love. So I'm very cautious about this. I don't think season 3 is going to be that great if that's how they push it.
I think Red Hood is somebody that could be a main villain for the whole season. Like, you don't even theoretically need Blackfire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
the way that
right,
Deathstroke was in season 1.
Exactly. Like, if it's done right, like, he could be the main villain, and you have to go through and try to figure out who the Red Hood is, who's organizing all the gangs together under one umbrella. Who is this guy? Oh, you find out Jason. Oh, we gotta try to save Jason. Oh, maybe we can't save him. We have to try to kill him and deal with that whole dynamic. But you haven't built up Jason enough as a character for everybody to have these strong feelings for.
And that's a Batman story too.
True.
That's like a heartbreaking personal Batman story that they haven't explored their Batman in this universe that much. So I honestly think it's way too soon, and it's a push for a name.
Yes.
And I was also waiting for a confirmation that they're going to HBO Max. But they didn't say that for some reason either. But we can assume that's going to happen.
Correct.
But yeah, I'm very kind of about next season of Titans.
Moving on to some more video game news that we know you guys want to hear about. The Rocksteady video game, The Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League panel, showed us a teaser trailer, if you will, of the gameplay. Not gameplay, of the game, the cinematic trailer. We see Killer Shark. We see...
King Shark?
What did I say?
Killer Shark?
He's a killer. He's King Shark.
I mean, all sharks are killers. Technically speaking.
So, King Shark, we see Harley Quinn, we see Deadshot, we see Captain Boomerang. Am I missing anyone? No.
No, it's the main. Those are the core 4.
And they are getting commanded by Amanda Waller to kill someone, and we find out at the end it's Superman who's kind of gone evil. Now, we kind of see them running around, and they all have these great mobility, which I thought was fantastic. King Shark is just jumping. Captain Boomerang could teleport with his boomerang, which was new, but
that was sick.
That felt so fluid. Harley obviously doing her acrobatics, Deadshot grappling. Again, another King Shark thing, and I'm excited for that. It felt organic and real, and I'm like, oh, it kind of feels a little injustice-y because they're going against obviously evil superheroes, right? So why are they evil? What happened? Why are they doing this? I'm really excited to see this. I think even more so than the movie because I get to play these characters. And the character models look great. Everybody looks good. Hardy looks a little weird with the hairstyle. But
a little bit, yeah. It was a little jarring.
I can get over that. It's not really that big of a deal. I guess they have to make their own unique Harley with so much Harley out in the world.
Her face looked crazy, though. That next-gen engine looked sick.
How good did Killer Croc look? I did it again.
You did it again.
King Shark.
King Shark looked crazy.
Right? I loved it.
And this is also in the Arkhamverse. They confirmed it.
Oh,
that one 100% is Arkhamverse. So yeah, the superheroes are clearly taken over by Brainiac. You see in the beginning his skull ship is in Metropolis. You're in Metropolis. What's left of Metropolis? And obviously, who's Metropolis' savior? Superman. So they're it's a great moment where King Shark's it's Superman. He saved the pilot. And then he burns the dude, kills him, and they're what? And you see that he's got purplish eyes, clearly been taken over by Brainiac. So that's a really good storyline.
Yeah, Captain Boomerang line. You guys figure out who we have to kill yet? And they all point to Superman.
They're pointing to him. So I thought it was awesome. 2022.
Yeah.
It's a game we gotta wait 2 years. It's gonna be next gen only, obviously. PS5, Xbox Series X, PC. I thought it looks like honestly a better version of Avengers. Because it's that same like core four of characters. Obviously, we haven't seen gameplay, but it's that same core four kind of style where I'm sure throughout the game you're going to be able to unlock more Suicide Squad members.
Oh, I think it's pretty much going to be the Suicide Squad, the DC's version of Marvel's Avengers with Suicide Squad. Like you play all these kind of things, you go on missions, you can get gear, do all this kind of crazy fun stuff. And I think DC's going to be like, "Hey, Marvel, you tried in the video game world, but let me show you why we're king." And boom.
Well, I hope Avengers is really good. There's still a lot of little apprehensions I have.
I'm playing the beta. I gotta say, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's
That's what I keep hearing.
As clean visually as I would like and to expect.
You think it will be next gen when they upgrade it?
It has to be. There's no way they cannot. Yeah. I'm not even gonna wait till next gen. I'm just gonna get it right away and play it and enjoy the story.
Yeah.
I might port it over to next gen and see get the better graphics.
Might as well. It's a free upgrade,
right? But it looks fun. Looks great. I can't wait for Suicide Squad. I'm gonna be playing as King Shark the whole time.
I'm actually interested in playing in Harley because I feel like she's gonna have the most fun things, like bomb grenades that hit people's heads off, and hitting people with bats never gets old in video games.
Captain Boomerang does look cool with that teleportation. That might be
Captain
cool.
Boomerang looks cool. I feel like Deadshot's kind of the lamest because he's almost going to be like a Fortnite character, where he kind of just flies around and shoots. Like I feel like it's
Fortnite. What are you talking about, Fortnite?
No, I'm saying like it's almost like kind of like every MMORPG
like
shooting
just
game.
A regular shooter guy.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I think they need to make something unique with Deadshot, which I'm sure they've worked on because
I feel like he's going to play like
put a
Iron
game
Man.
out in 9 years. But I feel like maybe like a Risk Gauntlet with like some extra stuff. Because he doesn't miss, so it's going to be hard to play him and miss things.
Oh,
true. You know what I mean? Like, and he says in the trailer, he's like, "I don't miss," boom, and he kills the guy.
Maybe it's auto lock on. Maybe he's just broken.
You can just shoot anywhere. And
maybe just friggin' broken. Everything's target locking, friggin' shooting.
I still don't know how they're going to kill Superman, or stop Superman, or whatever the hell
they're going to have to.
Doing.
Like, he's obviously going to be the end game boss, and they're going to have to take down Brainiac to release Superman.
Brainiac and him are the end game boss.
Yeah, right.
It's going to be a hell of a ride. That's going to be an awesome game, and we're getting Gotham Knights next year. Year after that, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Yes.
That's pretty cool as far as game announcements.
Let us know in the comments below what you think of Suicide Squad, Kills the Justice League game. Who are you playing right off the gate? And what do you think of this game? Are you fine with waiting 2 years? Let us know. Chris, we're moving on to our last topic from DC Fandom. I hope you're ready for this.
There's another one?
Best for last. Yes. The Batman panel where we see the teaser trailer for the Batman movie. Oh my God. I did not think I would love Robert Pattinson as Batman as much as I did. And let me tell you, I
was so tired last night, and then that happened, and I was like, boom! Like, when SpongeBob wakes up suddenly and his eyes are bugged.
The tone of the movie fits right. Him as Bruce Wayne feels and looks like Bruce Wayne, like that elegant money. Him in the Batman makeup and a bat suit feels like the Batman, like a gritty Batman, like a ninja. Like, seeing brief glimpses of Catwoman, the Riddler, and Penguin sucks me into this movie. I
was so wrong about Colin Farrell. So wrong.
Yeah.
Like, he's unrecognizable. I had to watch. I think it took me 3 to 4 times before I was like, oh, that's Penguin.
I didn't realize that was even Colin Farrell.
I was like, that's Colin Farrell?
Fantastic.
Oh my God. Great. And this is only like 30% of the movie's done.
Yeah.
Like, COVID stopped them. And this is only 20. Like, if this is the movie.
I'm all on board. The bat symbol looks great. Everything looks good to me. Like, I have nothing to fault. I just want more. I want to know what's the main story. Is Riddler the overarching villain? Or is he just a small part? Or what's his relationship with Catwoman? I want to see him talk more. Like, the line,
I want to see him talk more. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it wasn't I am Batman, because everyone was sitting there saying, okay, you're going to say I'm Batman, and he didn't. And I was like, you're also like, that brute, like, I was like, he's already dead. Like, he's just breaking arms.
How good was that?
And then the dude is dropped, and he's like,
the choreograph on the fighting was great. Choreography.
And it's quick, and it's sharp, and it's boom, 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 boom.
It felt like a ninja. It felt like a Batman.
I have a lot to say about this. Holy crap.
We don't have a lot of time, so what you got?
All right. So first of all, when you watch the panel on Fandom, Matt Reeves was just talking, and it was awesome. I've never seen a director who's that into the character before. It felt like a writer or comic book writer or artist we're talking about Batman, and it was great to see a director talk about that. Obviously he's in year 2, so it's anywhere between after 1 year and between 2 years, so a year and a half, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Very early. There's a lot of Batman Year One elements, even though they didn't say it. You can kind of see it. Loved the tone. He talked about Matt Reeves talked about it. He got a lot of stuff from like 70s era, like Chinatown, Taxi Driver, movies like that. To me, it felt way more, and ask you about this too, felt way more 90s like grunge noir. Like
it did.
It felt like
100%.
David Fincher's Seven.
Yes.
Which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Kevin Spacey, Brad Pitt, and Morgan Freeman. They're chasing Kevin Spacey, who's a killer based on the 7 deadly sins. Felt like that. It felt like a touch of like True Detective HBO. It just had all these awesome, a little bit of the Zodiac as well in there, I'd say. Like Zodiac Killer with the mask stuff and everything.
Okay, I see where you're going with that angle.
But like it was, I love that they are actually like first time ever for some reason focusing on the detective side of Batman.
Which is good.
The best Batman stories, Hush, Long Halloween, stories like that is all the detective side of Batman. The Riddler, we don't see Paul Dano's face, but we see him kind of like hidden.
I love the element of the envelopes with the letters to
with
Batman.
the riddles.
Yes, like it was great, done well, and it didn't have to be so over the top with the giant question mark because we knew what it was. And these are also these personas and characters who are building up to who they eventually become. So we're seeing the early roots of Riddler and some of these other characters forming because, as a lot of you hardcore Batman fan knows, like Batman creates his own villains, right? Like Mr. Freeze was a byproduct, Two-Face is a byproduct. Like all these characters are eventually byproducts of Batman, and I think we're gonna get that element played out in this movie, which is another reason that fuels my energy and excitement for this. A lot of people I think have put their worries and stress away that we're getting the guy from Twilight as Batman after seeing this trailer.
Because he's done a billion movies like that. That's forever ago. You know what I mean? He's grown up. He actually does a lot of grungier, darker, like badass movies. And it all looks like it's not based in the 90s whatsoever, but it has the gothic feel. It has that 90s like detective, been on the streets feel that we all connect to in the form of the storytelling, making that actually a character.
Correct.
And making Gotham a character is really important as well. And I love Jeffrey Wright in everything, but his voice as Gordon when he's like saying the riddles is phenomenal.
I was just going to bring up Gordon, and I wanted to touch upon him. Him reading the riddles and him walking around. Like, he feels like Gordon, and that's something I know there was some concern about. Like, oh, Gordon, usually a white guy. Now he's played by a black gentleman. It's going to be different. It doesn't matter. He does a fantastic job. His voice is soothing. He commands the scene when he's on there, when you see it. Like, you feel like he's
a phenomenal actor.
Captain Gordon, Detective Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, whatever Gordon they want to go with right now. Like,
I think it's Captain because it's really early, and I think we see the Commissioner making a speech. But this is a different Batman, people. This is not your mom and dad Batman. This is gonna be someone who the people don't accept right now because he's thought of as scary and like attacking people and doing the wrong thing, not so much the right thing. I wanted obviously more Selena. I thought Zoe Kravitz was perfect when they cast her.
Yeah.
Every shot of her was very soft and feline, yet extremely strong. Like she fights him off and they're dodging each other and he's kind of like, whoa. That was amazing. And Cobblepot did not like Oswald Cobblepot did not look like himself. That I'm really interested in. One thing Matt Reeves said I'm really interested about is obviously we're not, everyone knows Batman, right? I think fans have finally caught up to where a lot of us have been for a while who are uber nerds about this stuff. Where,
Okay,
we understand that, Michael Keaton and Affleck are in the Flash movie, but they're different Batman from different universes. This is a different universe Batman.
Yeah, the gap of knowledge is closing in on a lot of superhero stuff because of movies and TV and stuff.
And fans are smarter now because of everything they've been exposed to. So I think now that it's like we don't have to tell this Batman origin. We can tell how he becomes the Batman we know and love and still make it fresh and new. But we could also focus on villain origins, which has been focused a lot, and seeing kind of Edward Nygma in a new role, in a very new role, and seeing, Oswald Cobblepot kind of pre-crime kingpin of Gotham City is going to be really cool. The Batmobile looked awesome when the jets came on.
Oh,
I was all fantastic. In, like straight up muscle. I was waiting for Toretto to jump in. Yo, let's go! The Batman got me out of handcuffs. It was so muscled out. I loved Andy Serkis's voice as Alfred. We didn't see him yet.
Yeah, I wanted to see him. I really wanted to see him in this trailer.
I did too. I'm kind of hoping he sounds kind of like military, ripped, big Alfred.
Kind of like Alfred from Gotham, the show, but a little bit more,
like a little more badass, a little more. I can handle my own. Like Master Bruce, don't worry about me.
No, I'll punch Superman in the face for you. Don't worry.
I'll punch him in the bloody face. he's a soccer hooligan.
Put him.
He's just drinking beer all day and like punching people backwards.
Alfred, you're drunk again. It's 11 in the morning. You want to fight?
Piss off, Master Bruce.
That's how Bruce becomes a fighter.
Go dress up in your costume.
His drunk and abusive butler is the reason why he became Batman.
Oh,
He's like, I'm just tired of it.
I'm just done. I'm tired of you, Lee. I'm tired of making soup at 3 a.m. But I'm so like as much as someone who is like very like temper expectations, temper this. I am all in on this movie.
Yes,
I am all in on the Batman. You have my money.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go.
I feel the same way like when I first saw the trailer for The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And the Batman Begins, like the first in the Nolan trilogy. I'm like, yeah, like I am ready. My body's ready. My mind is ready.
And tone is so much of that, right? Like if you get tone correct, and you get feel correct, and you get the kind of the intangible things, if you get that down, everything else will fall in place eventually. And that's what I think they're starting to realize. And again, the way Matt Reeves talked about Batman, I was like, oh, this guy knows what he's thought. Like he's got a PhD in Batman. So that was awesome. And kind of this trailer kind of confirmed everything. It wasn't just talk. Like it was reaffirmed. And again, 30% done. And this is what we ended up getting is nuts. And I can't wait for more. And I can't wait to also, I really hope they lock them down. So this Batman, which we've never had a Batman this young either.
True.
Grows with this universe and isn't just like necessarily a trilogy. Hopefully it'll cross over into some other epic stuff. So guys, holy crap, what a way to end that show.
We want to hear your thoughts on the Batman trailer. What was your most excited moment watching it? Your favorite scene, your favorite image? Let us know if you're going to go watch this movie day one when it comes out. And guys, that wraps up this episode of the Jersey Comic Crew, our DC Fandom special. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching it. Let us know what your favorite piece of news was from this whole conference. Did you watch all the conference, or were you just a social media junkie just reading up on everything when it came out? As always, I'm Rob Moran, and with me is
Chris Heller.
We'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and share this with all your friends.
JerseyComicCrew.podbean.com. Thank you everyone for watching part 2 of our DC Fandom breakdown. Make sure if you haven't already, go check out part 1. There's a lot of info in there. We break down Wonder Woman, Snyderverse, Gotham Knights, and more. Check it out.